like it's a retail, while others lie in their raps cause they know that the streets sell. I'm such a complete drill, structure in the game, and I play it by the rule cause I study the detail. My mind is a deep cell, locked in a cheap cell, molded as a kid to get busy and ring bells. See sort of a seashell that is the jack be nimble. So many colorful phrases that's to tap the middle. It's actually simple, be chill, relax your temple. I remember back in the days we used to crash the rentals. Nowadays people they scam while others measuring grams. It's angles to the game, but it's really a single plan. Cause I'm really a simple man. There's no hiding, I took a stand. A menace to the game, got these cowards hiding their hands. It's the bottle that holds the sand. It's a test of time. I'm laying claim to the throne, so the rest must die. Yes, it's I, CK, the best outside. And my soldier moving with Dre, so bring your vest outside. Out here thinking people is real until they testify. Instrumental, reach wrong, I pop it, pimple. Leave a hole in your face so they can spot the dimple. First I'm killing the top, then we can start the ripple. And you can save all the words, cause them thoughts is fickle. Results on brickle, the play the haters want some pickles. I got people want my life, like it's a retail, while others lie in their raps cause they know that the streets sell. I'm such a complete drill, structure in the game, and I play it by the rule cause I study the detail. My mind is a deep cell, locked in a cheap cell, molded as a kid to get busy and ring bells. See sort of a seashell that is the jack be nimble. So many colorful phrases that's to tap the middle. These seconds, minutes, hours.
Okay. Dr. Jaws Imperial in the building. I got MFC. I got Big Freeze. How's everybody today? Yes. It's a Tuesday. Everybody enjoy the day. How's everybody doing?
Okay. Good morning.
I'm good. I'm good in the hood. Straight off the 7 Mile, baby.
Yeah.
Big Freeze. Woo-hoo.
Hey, what's up?
What's going down in the world we live in? Yes, it's been a lot going on. Yeah, we got some things to talk about today. We got Obama's chef. He drowned. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You guys heard about that one?
Yeah, heard about this morning.
Yeah, man. You know, that kind of looks a little suspect.
How is the suspect? Come on, I knew it was a conspiracy coming.
Drowned on.
Huh?
I knew it was a conspiracy coming.
Family is
all right. Check it out.
Grieving after their personal chef drowned on Martha's Vineyard. State police say that Tafari Campbell went paddleboarding last night, went under, and then never resurfaced. It happened on a pond very close to the estate that belongs to the former First family. WBZ's Chris Tanaka explains what we know so far. Chris.
Yeah, David, the Obamas were not there at the time, and Campbell, who the Obamas referred to as family, was visiting the vineyard. He went paddleboarding last night, fell into Great Pond, and never came back up. New images from the scene show the efforts by local first responders to locate Campbell. He went into the water without a life jacket just before 8 p.m. last night. Helicopters searching at night and this morning before his body was recovered with the help of a side-scan sonar from a boat just before 10.
County Porter has 3 stages.
The 45-year-old Campbell was a sous chef in the White House when the Obamas moved in. The family quickly grew to appreciate his talent and perspective. In a statement today, the Obamas said in part, quote, Tafari was a beloved part of our family. We got to know him as a warm, fun, extraordinarily kind person who made all of our lives a little brighter. Campbell made such a lasting impression that the Obamas hired him as their personal chef. Their statement continuing, quote, when we were getting ready to leave the White House, we asked Tafari to stay with us, and he generously agreed. He's been part of our lives ever since, and our hearts are broken that he's gone.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sad.
What you saying, Giles? It was a sacrifice?
I know one thing, that water's only 8 feet. Come on now. We don't look like he's short. You don't look like.
But isn't that current? You know, like the thing is too. They said 8 o'clock at night. Why would he paddle so late at night before it gets dark?
Thank you.
I mean, it does get dark like 8:30, but.
Thank you. No life. No life preserver.
And no life preserver. Yeah, you always put a life jacket on.
No.
But also, I think the currents could be kind of funky.
Yeah, could have dragged, pulling them out. How far out did they find him? You know what I'm saying? Did he start going into more murky, parts of the pond? Or, well, you said it was just a pond, right?
The lake, man, yeah.
Okay, it was a lake. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going off what they was just saying. So if it was a lake, then the current could have pulled them out, further deeper out. That's a possibility.
I don't know.
Hey, that that was the first thing I thought when I heard it when they said 8 feet. I was like, 8 feet. I know he could swim. I done seen the video footage of him swimming.
I guess Martha Vineyard is where it's to be at. That's where all the high bigwigs are at. Isn't that where
it is?
Yeah, they raided Trump's spot. Yeah, so
yeah.
They all live near each other. That's kind of
hierarchy, in our society is. Some of them.
I'm in the wrong area.
What's the name live out there too? What's the Vice President Kamala Harris? Don't she got a spot out there too?
It seems like they all do.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like they've been going up to that spot since the Kennedys. I know that. I remember reading Jackie Onassis' book, and they was talking about Martha Vineyard.
Right, that's up in Hernandez's point.
Yeah, this is. I mean, we gonna hear a lot of stuff coming out of this situation.
Yeah.
The internet is gonna go crazy with this one. I already know with the conspiracy, it's gonna go crazy with it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, because that was the first thing I thought when I seen it on the news. So shoot, if I thought, I know the internet about to go crazy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because anything could have happened. Something happened that the boat flipped over. Or something, and it hit, and maybe it hit him, and he got unconscious, or trying to get back up.
Yeah.
Could have been many things.
Because I've been seeing a lot of videos, and not saying that this is the case for him at all, but I've been seeing a lot of videos where like these creatures in the ocean have been going crazy with these people riding the boats. Like, I mean,
that's true.
8 feet is not too bad.
Sharks, dolphins.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of that. So something could have not, like you said, could have flipped it over. And by him not having that life jacket on, anything could have happened. Maybe, I don't know. I can't call it on this one.
Right, because they didn't mention anything about shark stuff. So
no,
but they do have like some of the dolphins and stuff that will flip the boat over, but they don't go after the humans. You're not that kind. You're not on the food chain like that. But it's a shame because he's leaving a wife and family and loved ones, and he was in his prime. So
yeah, we got somebody. I think Hoodie's up talking about drop the link. I just want to let you know. Let me put my camera on for this one. I just want to let you know. Yeah, we're not playing this over here. We're not playing.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we already talked to your flunky ass emotional boss, okay, and you take that to the romper room, okay. We build over here. We do real things over here. We don't need to play no games, all right? Yeah, take that over to the romper room. But yeah, what's up with that mall in MFC in Ohio? Remember that mall?
No, that's that happened July 4th. But the camera, the footage wasn't released to the public until July 21st, just a few days ago. I think like Friday or so. And it's an investigation going on now. And basically, it's like those, when after you see the video, basically it goes two ways. You had a black trucker, okay?
I'm so fat. Brendan, you're not fat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So basically you have a black trucker. They want to pull him over and
yeah, go ahead.
Well, I went out.
Oh man, you got that Japanese Wi-Fi again.
I don't. So is this the case where okay? There you go. There you go.
I got a call and I don't know how to.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, that just happened to me too.
I canceled it.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Mm-hmm.
So no, what happens is
Good.
it goes two ways. The first thing is, okay, it's a black truck driver. He's 23 years old. Okay, they went to pull him over because he was missing a mud flap. Okay, which I was told that would be like a ticket, tap on the wrist kind of thing, and you could go. And
Are you serious?
okay,
And he
well,
kept going.
yeah, watch.
Yeah, that's true.
Did he keep going though?
No. What he did was he kept going, and so it was a 25-minute chase. So he went to
Okay, yeah.
so the state troopers, okay, basically the state troopers was after him, okay, and I guess what they're saying is the police in that town, Circleville, they heard on the radios. Now they probably tried to put strips on the road,
Yeah.
but he was able
That's
to
what
go
they did.
around it.
All right, hold on. Check it out.
But he
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his.
Hold on. The reason I want y'all to see, he's saying he don't release the dog. Just listen.
Exactly. The state trooper.
Do not let them. Don't release the dog. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't. Do not get the dog off of me. Get the dog off of me. Get the dog. Get the dog. Let the cat. Let the cat. Get the dog off. Get your dog. Get it out. I got squad. Yeah. Don't get a phone now. Clearing the vehicle now. Put your hand back. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Get the first aid.
Yeah, that's so sad, man. Hearing a man scream like that.
Yeah.
Now, the thing, okay, just to give you a little background, if you guys leave it there for a second. Okay, so basically, that was the state troopers were giving orders to the police that came on the scene with his canine to not release the dog because they had gave instructions to the driver. He came out. He was on his knees with his hand. He was standing first. He was on his knees with his hands up. So he was. There's no weapons. He wasn't a threat. And the only reason why the state troopers were still behind a bit was because they were going around to make sure there was not someone still in the cabin in the passenger side. Okay. But anyway, the bottom line is that by him releasing the dog, and he had enough space that he didn't have to release the dog. If you see with the tape of the first thing the dog does, the dog gets ready to come towards one of the troopers, and then the handler calls him and then points to the man with his hands up, and then the dog turns and then goes back and goes after the man. Now, again, that's why there's a big investigation because that shouldn't have happened.
At all.
So, at all. Definitely, not at all. And basically, the way the road is, state troopers are like the feds, where your city cops or in that.
Yeah.
Do not get the dog off of me. Get the dog done. Do not.
Yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, just to really give you a understanding. Yeah. He ran. I didn't notice that at first. MSC, that was good. You brought that up. Yeah, he ran past him first, and the handler could have stopped the dog from hitting him. And you had to hear the officer say, "Don't release the dog," even as he was releasing.
He did. Yes, he did. He told them on the radio 4 times.
No, I noticed, but I'm talking about forget the radio. We're talking about in person. Yeah.
Yeah, they was yelling too. Yep, that's true. So the thing is that, but they say, okay, it's wrong on both two sides. The reason why is because for this gentleman, they said if he would have just stopped when they first went to pull him over, he should have just stopped. They would have gave him a ticket for not having that mud thing.
That's true.
And they probably would have given him a tap on the wrist or whatever. They would not have taken his vehicle and he could have went on his way. Now, we don't know the whole story, but one of the things that's being filtered out there is that he was scared to be stopped in that specific area. So that's the reason why, even though it was daytime, that's why he kept going. And so the state troopers followed him. So it's a 25-minute chase. Okay. So then when they do get him to pull over, he takes off again. So now they're still after him. So this was the second time that he pulled over and he physically, because what they did was the city cops were able to put out the thing and blow out the tires.
Okay,
so
but
he
MFC
had to pull over.
That has nothing to do with allowing a dog to maul you.
That's true. No, I agree.
Okay, so that's apples. Don't you think that's apples and oranges?
Well, this is going to be the argument part of it.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be part of the argument.
People run all the time.
Yeah.
You don't take a dog with their hands up. You only have hands and feet.
That's true. Look, what that officer did was 100% incorrect of training. That's correct. But they're saying too is that because they heard on the radio how this guy had been driving this 18-wheeler over two highways.
I got you.
You know,
but that has nothing to do with allowing a dog. He's already.
That's true. I agree.
Hold on. Listen. It's the thing. It's cause and effect on this one. Right. He had no reason to release the dog at all. He had orders not to release the dog.
Yeah,
but what caused?
It don't matter if the guy was killing people up.
Hold on. Listen. But the thing is, old boy should have just pulled over because that was a minor thing. But I do get what he was. I do understand his thought process in terms of these small towns. Yeah, because you don't know what you get when you come to these small towns in that truck. I've been there. I've been to Mississippi, all types of areas with Tennessee, and I understand that how he was thinking. But at the end of the day, DOT rule, I would see what's going on first. Now, if it look like it's some crazy stuff about to go down, I understand why he take off. But at least see what's going on first. Because a mud flap
they were mentioning that they should have called while he was in that cab and he saw it was going to be a situation. He should have called his supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would have had the supervisor on the phone with him when the cops told him to come out the cab and and stuff like that. Because now there would be someone on the line for the company.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Jones is 100% correct. That dog, he should not have been mauled at all.
But the thing is, like most of these companies have cameras in the truck, that you can see from all angles. So most of them, Western Express is a big company. That's a large company. So I'm sure they probably do. Now, when they pulled him over and he got out and he had his hands up, it's no way they should have let the dog out at all. None.
That's true.
It's no excuse.
That's true.
No excuse. Now, the thing is, when they go to court, it's going to be, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a dog fight. No pun intended.
Not looking good at all.
Well, the Columbus NAACP is they are they're up in arms and they're ashamed of the officer's behavior. Okay, and like I said again, there's an investigation going on now. And even if you notice in that clip how you'll see the female trooper, okay, because like I told you before, she holds her face because she already knows. Though the county police definitely screwed up.
Yeah,
definitely. Normally you don't release a dog. As far as protocol, unless either that person had a weapon or you were in dire and like you was somebody's in a dire thing that your safety. This was so clear that he had to go down a ridge to come up a ridge, and he had all these troopers there, and some of them had their weapons out if need be, and his hands was up and he was on his knees. So the reality was there was no threat. And that's why that officer would probably definitely lose his job. You know, you can't blame the animal because the animal's trained to take commands.
I'll say this: I guarantee he ain't getting let go without pay for a couple weeks for that time period he get laid off, if he get laid off.
Well, I think because now this is coming to the public, because like I said again, this happened July 4th, and they sat on it for 3 weeks before they pushed this out to the public.
Right,
so,
right,
yep,
right. But when I'm saying, you know how these cases go, they lay them off, but it'll be laid off with pay versus being laid off without pay.
Right. But I honestly think the way this is, because now not only do you have the police department that's looking into that, you also have the state troopers, you know? So it's a lot of agents. There's a lot of this is going to be big. So they're going to have to really, they're not going to be able to just whitewash this away.
But this the thing, he may get fired, right? But he'll just go to the next county and get hired somewhere else.
It's true. It's true.
Yep.
That's how it go.
That's true.
That's how they do it. Take you from one place, put you another way. Same way they were doing the priests when the priests was doing that funny bunny stuff allegedly. Yeah. It's definitely been going. It's been a pattern for a while with it.
Yeah.
Right. I believe once you do something like that, you shouldn't be able to get into it. You shouldn't be able to go to another county.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they've been doing that. But I got something else, man. This is for you ladies out there that like going to places that you don't have 100% approval in, you know, so to speak. Especially married people's houses. You don't go there. You got the story. Check this out, y'all. Woo wee. Yeah, you gotta get a hotel sometimes because things get a little crazy.
Mom says she wants you to know what really happened to her daughter. She was killed Tuesday morning on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte. CMPD says Stephanie Alexander arrived home, found Crosby inside, and then shot her. Alexander is charged with voluntary manslaughter.
Ooh.
WBTV's Cam Gaskins is live outside CMPD tonight. So, Cam, what did Crosby's mom tell you?
Yeah, Molly, she wanted us to know that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not an intruder in Alexander's home and was actually invited inside by Alexander's husband. And that's why she believes the charges deserve to be upgraded to first-degree murder. And that's why she wanted to make sure her daughter's story was clear tonight. It's all new at 11.
I'm here, simply here, begging and pleading for justice for my child.
Thursday night, Tanya Hoskins wanted to make sure that her daughter, Tyra Crosby, was not forgotten and that her full story was shared.
She was our angel, our flower, murdered unnecessarily, lured to a home, and brutally beaten and murdered.
According to CMPD, Stephanie Alexander returned home to her house on Porter Street in Northwest Charlotte early Tuesday morning and found Crosby inside before shooting and killing her. Crosby's mother says that Tyra was invited into that home by Alexander's husband and that her daughter did not know he was married or that he and his wife owned that home.
She was invited there. She did not just pop up there. She was not an intruder. She was invited there.
She also says that Crosby called her in her final hour and left a voicemail in which you can hear Alexander beating her before shooting her. According to Hoskins, it was a prolonged beating, and she's hopeful that this new evidence will elevate the charges against Alexander.
Because right now she's charged with the lowest form of murder. I want it up to first-degree murder.
Alexander was charged with voluntary manslaughter and booked into the Mecklenburg County Jail on Tuesday. Hours later, she was out on bond.
She murdered my daughter at 5 a.m. and she was out at 8 p.m. So that means that human life means nothing anymore.
For now, Hoskins says she'll wait for CMPD to investigate, but she won't let anyone forget.
I don't want the investigators to go away. I won't stop until there's another charge. And justice for my child.
Wow. That's crazy.
Ooh, yeah, that's
crazy.
Oh, wow. The thing is, like, it's one thing if she knew that the dude was married, but she didn't know. So that's ooh, yeah, old girl, she need to be facing some time. And then you know what happened with the husband? You know,
That's what I
why
was
he
gonna
ain't
say.
step in? Why he ain't step in?
No, but they saying it was a prolonged beating. She was able to call, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why?
it wasn't
Yeah, but if she went there to see
crime
the
of passion.
husband,
You know how they say crime of passion, you know, spontaneous. It doesn't see from what
Yeah,
you know.
but what I'm saying is, why didn't the husband step in and stop the beating?
Perhaps he did. That's what I'm just saying. This is just what we're hearing, you know, from the surface. You don't know the whole story. You know, he could have been trying to stop. He could have went to another room, and next thing you know, he came back, and you know, it's a bad situation all around. Definitely, the blame is solely on him because he knew better. You know, but you never know. They could have been broken up. They could have just broke up, and he said, you know, forget going to a hotel and me just take her over here, and not knowing that his ex will be coming home. Just because you're married, you know, you can break up and still, you know, in a divorce process. So, you know, we all been there. I've been there. I've had a female, you know, have me in her house. You know, she broke up with a man. Next thing you know, I look and I saw some shoes. I'm talking about like where, you know what I mean, like where they wouldn't be. So, yeah, I hightailed it up out of there. But you know, so I could have got caught up in a situation like that. Remember, there was a rapper, Trouble, not too long ago. Remember, he got murdered up in Atlanta. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a slippery slope because
Oh yeah. That's how I was always raised. You take that female home, you know, you stay out of people's houses like that, you know. One of my close friends growing up, you know, he got stabbed up by the girl's father, you know, and he was sleeping in
right.
bed.
That's what I was thinking. See, I used to be a door-to-door salesman, right? I used to travel the country back in the day, and I remember one situation. One of the girls, we was real tight. She stayed in my room, right? But I had a girlfriend at the time, and when she found out, she tried to stab this girl with some scissors, chasing her all around the hotel. Yeah, so and that was a situation where I slept on the floor that night. What was crazy because we was just friends, nothing more. But I mean, those situations can get out of hand. But shoot, I mean, shit, I did what I could to, stop that situation from getting even worse than it could have.
Now let me ask you, if you didn't stop her, you think she would have stabbed her?
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So maybe the guy. Some people are into that. I had a friend that he would let his girl fight. I'm not the type. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, this was one of them New Orleans chicks. Yeah,
and she did like they said, she didn't know he was married.
Right.
Well, no. But this is what the mother. Of course, come on now. You half the time you see Maury MFC. Now do you see the mother there? I'm 150% sure that's his kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Shar. Yeah. I remember one story. Woo! This could have turned ugly. I remember one time I was my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. She was in my room, and my ex came over out of nowhere, knocked on the door. I let her in. We got to talking. I totally forgot my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time. Was in my room, so I was taking so long. She came up front. She came up front, and I'm there looking stupid. I was like, "Oh shit!" I straight up forgot.
So maybe he forgot, man. I'm trying to look out for homie. Maybe he forgot. He forgot he was married. That shit happens sometimes.
Hey, that sound like Dewey Cox. You remember? You remember that movie Walk Hard?
No, I'm saying shit. I'm married a time or two. Come on now, we all do that shit. Come on, ladies. Y'all know y'all be going to the bar, ladies' night. Y'all take that damn ring off. Come on now.
Man, I see so much stuff going on at my job. It's crazy. I see a lot of married women messing with the dudes at the job. I see it all the time, every day.
That happens at a lot of big companies.
Shit,
yeah.
Yeah, you go to the hospital. Shit, I worked at a law firm, man. They was shit. The stuff you see there, all over. Usually, when you have jobs, and you're gonna have people that are gonna mingle, and you might be having it rough at home. You go to work, and somebody's bringing you that nice little meal, and treat you nice, rubbing your shoulders, and next thing you know, things get funny. There's something to do.
That path. Ooh, that's a slippery slope. Yeah,
Oh, am I lying? Am I lying? Yeah.
No, you ain't lying. I see I see it every day.
Yeah.
I
So
work at the casino, so it's wild up in there.
I'm at the strip club. I see it really.
Right.
Okay, I see it in 3D.
Oh boy, you are not at no strip club.
No. Okay, I'm at the damn CBS. Hey, you see it at Walmart, okay? You can try to get go shit. You see it all over.
Well, look, the way things are going, like they say, in order to work at either CVS or Walmart or Waffle House or one of these places, you got to be able to have fighting hand skills.
Right. Oh, especially that Waffle House. It goes down at the Waffle House.
Nah, yeah, they be getting busy at Waffle House.
Waffle. And they work in team. They had this one thing with Walmart and the guys, they were going and they yanked. You could see it on a video. They yanking the phones, right? And they call themselves what? And you see all these guys, the Walmart guys, like a football formation, and they tackle those guys and they get them. But they did it so they had it together. They really, I said, wow. And they said, look at that, for minimum wage. Look what you're doing.
Right.
Yep.
I can't forget Popeyes either. You got to have some hands to work at Popeyes.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
All right, check it out.
Look at this. Here's the thing. You see how she blocked that chair? If you have ever been to a Waffle House, okay, you don't mess with the employees. And I'm not talking about because one, it's polite. Because you won't win.
That's right. She was ready.
Things. For some reason, though, people are always trying to fight at Waffle House, always messing with the employees. Yeah. One employee in Austin, Texas, so she does not play. Look at her. She's barely flinching. She knocked that chair back down.
That's my girl. Don't be trying to push out.
Yeah. And they fired her.
Come on. This
No,
video
they
shared on
didn't.
Twitter, and
Yes,
it went viral.
What?
People know.
Yep.
Leave
That's
Waffle
all right.
House.
She got another
I want
job.
to know what they're fighting about.
Yeah.
People just Waffle House is open 24 hours, and you know what happens in the middle of the night.
I said maple syrup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It started with the employee very politely saying, like, you guys need to leave. There was a crowd. You guys need to get out of here. You need to leave. They wouldn't leave. It went into a back and forth.
Wow.
Mind you, this is after a big physical fight happened.
Yeah. Oh, after.
Yes. So then someone still comes up. They still won't leave. They throw a chair and she blocked.
I wonder if she gets self-defense classes or training
They
before.
don't need it.
Hey.
Before
That's
they
what
can.
She can teach it, Brooke said.
They need security. Leave Waffle House employees alone.
Yes, leave them alone.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey, Waffle House is crazy. Like here we have Coney Island the same way. But I remember when I used to stay across the street from the Waffle House when I was in Memphis. I did some time in Memphis, man, and that Waffle House at nighttime, woo, it used to be crazy as hell. And it was right across the street from the strip. It used to get
workers
wild.
don't play. They can handle themselves.
Hey, man, those some days, I tell you. But Waffle House still got some good food. Waffle House food.
They do. They have some excellent coffee.
No, they don't. Oh my God.
Yes, they
Man,
do.
you better stop playing.
And
Them
their waffles.
grits.
Oh, please.
Them grits, them waffles, the pecan
yes.
waffles. Oh, you what? Dr. Jobs.
I used to
hash
get the girl up
browns
from
is
Waffle House,
smoking.
okay? When somebody work at a place and they tell me don't eat it, I'm so good.
Oh, listen. We know Waffle House is not the best place to eat, but the food is good.
And some
There you
places
go
are
again.
really clean. No, it has to be the place that you go to because a lot of the places are really clean. The people are really nice. Yep.
I ain't never seen that at the Waffle House.
That's like White Castles, okay? That's you waiting to go to the
Hey,
bathroom.
don't pick on my White Castles now.
Hey, I mess with White Castles.
Stand down.
I know y'all do. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my bikini body right. I don't know about y'all, but listen. You heard about KEEFEE D, y'all?
Nah.
No.
Hey, I know MFC don't know who KEEFEE D. You gonna know who KEEFEE D is today. You gonna learn today, MFC. All right, check this out. You gonna learn who KEEFEE D is. He's a bad man.
27 years after the murder of hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur, Las Vegas police confirmed today they executed a search warrant on Monday in connection with the case. Police searched a home in Henderson. That's about 15 miles southeast of the Vegas Strip. Shakur was at a red light just a block from the Strip when he was shot multiple times.
Wow.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Listen. They got a search warrant after 20-something years. What makes you think any evidence is gonna be in that dang on house after all this time?
Facts.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? See, you sleep. Fix your avatar, freeze. But you sleeping on law enforcement, man. Come on now. Okay? I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you think on that. Why you think they searching his house? Big freeze. Come on now. You ain't got the tinfoil kupi on today. Come on now. Come on now. You just said it. After all
I took my tinfoil off today. You know, I put it in the cleaners.
Well, shit, I got.
So
my
what's the
arm
reason that they're doing this now? So many years later, they got a tip.
I think more than the tips. You got to remember MFC. This is a guy that's been running his damn jibs, okay, for eons. Okay, he's been on Vlad and see this is what people don't understand. Okay, with these people that be interviewing people, asking them questions, and you know they of course I get it because they're gonna get the likes and everything. But with the interviewing person, okay, that's spilling the beans, you're setting yourself up for failure. Especially if you're still in the criminal life. But dealing with getting back to this KEEFEE D particular guy, he went and wrote a book. Okay, that was one mistake. Then he goes because basically what happened to him. Okay, Biggie Small's mother. Okay, she was suing. Okay, Mrs. Wallace. She was suing the county of LA because supposedly behind her son's death, which is Biggie Smalls, it was some LAPD police involved. Okay. So what they did was they got this task force and they made a deal with this KEEFEE D guy because they knew all along that he did it. Okay. That he basically did the Tupac murder. Right. Now, supposedly he was involved in, saying they got some get back because people didn't pay up for the Tupac murder, which was supposedly allegedly Puff Daddy, right? So now they take it out on that's why if you notice they say that it was really for Big Puff Daddy, but Biggie Smalls wound up getting it, and so basically they made a deal with KEEFEE D, which is kind of a shaky deal because it's like the state and the feds. You feel what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with multiple states, remember Tupac was murdered in Vegas. You feel me? So here it is, you're in California and you have this drug case and they making a deal with you. And so basically, and I guess the first time he lied, it's called murder rap. You guys got watch it if you want to watch it, and it kind of details it. But basically, it's the reason they raided his house, I believe, my opinion, is because there's notes when you write books. Okay, you put notes. When you put things together. You organize things. So I'm quite sure he ran. If you're running your mouth on video, you can imagine what you're doing in the personal. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
People don't know when you're dealing with a high profile murder like that. It's they go through all type of measures. You know what I mean? They'll send people at you. It's all type of things that they'll do that they won't do on a regular case. Because this this will make a prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? Go. He might have aspirations to run for mayor one day. So these are things. Look at what happened with Bill Cosby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had a person running for office, and they used that case part of their run. So dealing with him, it could be the same thing. You can have some, have a prosecutor that the past, because remember, this is 20-something years later. So obviously it was thrown out, it's a cold case, as they would say. But yeah, everybody knew, they kind of knew from the gate. So I got the East Coast.
They just didn't have the proof.
No, but think about it. If I heard on the streets, MFC, all the way up in New York, you know what I mean? The culprits to a degree. It wasn't like, okay, he did it. But yeah, who did it. So, and not to mention, they beat KEEFEE D's nephew up that night, so it's motive all in the air.
Yeah,
KEEFEE D got some other drama going on. They want to get him on some other charges probably because he keep getting stuff. He got stuff going on. They probably couldn't get him on another charge, and they bringing this back up. That's a possibility.
Wow.
And I know this for a fact. That's what they do. If they can't get you on one thing, they'll try to get you on another thing.
Yeah, but bottom line, and this goes back to like with Alpo. Okay, of course his case is a little different, but with him, he couldn't leave the spotlight alone, and that caused his demise. You know what I mean? He couldn't stay in witness protection. And here's a guy who could have made millions. All he had to do was stay out the cut. But here it is, you want to be all up in New York, all up in the mix, you know what I mean? Sticking your chest out, and now you're not here no more, you know? Same thing with KEEFEE by him, you know, you're escaping something, and then you still, you know, you still acting boisterous, you know what I mean? You're going at all these people, you running on Vlad, running your mouth when you know damn sure if the people are looking, they damn sure looking at Vlad because of the past history of people who went down, and they actually used that footage. Shit, they just did it to, with the Troy Ave case. You know what I'm saying? They used Taxstone footage with Taxstone, and basically Taxstone, even though he didn't play for play because this has happened before, you know, he did that murder, but he said, yo, somebody come up to me, I'm gonna let off to the, and that's exactly what happened with his case. So of course they would use that in your trial. That's why it's not really safe, you know, if you're in that criminal element talking about things, because whether it has something to do with your case or not, they could use that to show your MO. You see what I'm saying? And that's where people mess up all day. It's like, you know, that's why shit. I got beef with somebody. I'm damn sure I ain't gonna say it on camera.
Right. That's true.
Hey, look, I got one more.
We cool as gang. You know, like come on now, you got to be a damn fool. You know, just to give you a little. Go ahead, Freeze.
Hey, I got one more. Have you been following Ice Cube?
What about?
What he been doing? He been speaking out against the Hollywood elites and all these different things.
Yeah. What about it?
Not the reason I bring that up because I think, you know, them people gonna come for him. They definitely gonna come for him. You know, with all the stuff that he's releasing to the public.
Yeah, he has to be
Put
careful.
that damn hat on again. But this is Ice Cube you talking about. He goes back and forth. Remember, he came from NWA. Come on now.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did come from NWA. But this the thing. Just like Kanye was exposed and all that stuff. And now you don't see Kanye too much no more. You know.
Well, he kind of went a little too. See, sometimes when you overpack it, and see, I really humbly believe that was Kanye's fault. Not to mention, you know, if me and you were beefing and you got more money than me and you got the brains, you know, you could overtake me. So, you know, so you got to start a war.
Hey, I just thought you just made me think of a conspiracy because we remember Tupac was talking a lot about Quincy Jones too.
No, yeah. Yeah, but that's That's you got to remember a lot of these things, you know, people throw up, you know, it could be, but you know, you got to also remember things happen. You know, you can't be putting your hands on. Remember, I'm on the West Coast. They, you know, it ain't no TV land stuff. A lot of that Hollywood stuff. Certain people you can't put your hands on. Not to mention, come on, you're a rapper. That's like 6ix9ine coming up jumping you. You're gonna take that triple than what you would just take a regular dude coming up jumping you.
Right.
It's ultra embarrassing. What? Who this dude think? What? Okay, I'm a make an example of him, and that's basically what that was. Not to mention they had a little prior beef, the street beef, the gang.
See, I wouldn't even have been thinking about the KEEFEE thing because let's be real. He got into the altercation at the spot that night. You know what I'm talking about at the casino. That's enough for them to do what they did.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. But people put the conspiracies because the past, you know, his mom's with the Panthers and everything. But check it out.
You know, based on what the book says, Zip gave you guys a Glock, and you guys tossed it in the back seat. And Bubble Up was a driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together. Just say that.
This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, Tupac, Tupac.
No, we coming up, what's the name? What's that, Flamingo? Yeah, I think that's Flamingo. We was coming up Flamingo and got to the light. We was going to go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came and shit. I ain't gonna go into details like that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, you got it in the book. You done played it, everything else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, In the book, you said that as you're driving up towards the BMW with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually see a gun?
No, shit. Once he got the reaching, I got the ducking.
So someone from your car
That's what happened.
started shooting at Tupac and Suge.
Lane starts blasting. You say Suge looks over, he sees you.
Yeah.
He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looked at me.
Okay. When he looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting shot. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out
in
of
the back seat or something.
Yeah. What do you see happening inside of their car?
I seen a bullet going Suge's head. I thought he was dead.
So Orlando shot across Dre?
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
Who was it?
They would drove on my side. I would have popped them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the other side.
Right.
I'm not gonna go into details on that one. Keep the streets on.
Hey, look, man. Look, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, man. He should have just said nothing. Should have said nothing. He shouldn't even wrote the book. I understand.
That's what I'm trying to say. You got out of this. Woo wee. Let me.
See, that'd be a problem with people when they feel like they got away with something. They gotta put it all out there.
Right.
Thinking that it's an invincible syndrome. You can't touch me. Look, I did this, I did that.
If you notice, he's
trying
to watch his words, but yeah, he's just trying to, like I said, he's so into himself. Not to mention after this, the interviews that he did. Remember, he went after Tyson.
As the rounds continued flying, I ducked down so I wouldn't get hit.
Basically, yeah.
White Cadillac, arm came out the back seat and started letting off.
What went through your head when you saw that?
They shoot my nigga.
So the bullets are flying. Tupac and Suge's car get all shot up. Was there, and I'd heard different versions of the story, but the one version I heard was that that their entourage started shooting back.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Does anyone from the death row side return fire?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say who that was?
Yeah, he's no longer with us. His name was Buntry. One of Suge's right-hand guy, our good friend, Alton McDonald. He chased the car down. He also received one gunshot to his vehicle. His car was shot. He had a black Toyota Supra, and him and another guy returned shots at that car.
Yeah, they saying they left their guns at home. No, they started shooting back. Then some chicks was in the Sea Breeze, started following a white Sea Breeze, ragtop Sea Breeze.
Why were the girls following you guys?
I don't know.
Okay,
that's crazy.
But I guess their window got shot out.
Front windshield, yeah. Yeah.
And they stopped following you at that point.
Exactly.
I've talked to a couple people that were there about the situation, and from what they told me was that, you guys came up, the car that you were in came up behind Tupac's car. You guys the cars were not facing each other.
No, they weren't facing each other.
They were not facing each other.
Gutter lane.
You guys got up parallel to them, behind them. And, when you look
side by side.
Yeah, that'll get you caught up, boy, running your damn jibs.
Yep.
What up?
And they should know Vlad got that reputation by now. I don't know why people keep messing with that man.
No, yeah. Not to mention he disrespected Farrakhan, man. But that's why we're
right, exactly.
Because people don't stay on code. Like, here's a man that disrespected him on camera. Okay, all he had to do was apologize. He didn't even he the superiority in him. He didn't even want to apologize, knowing that he was wrong. And as Black people, here it is. This is, whether you're Muslim or not. Okay, this is a Black man that has put down for the Black community. Okay, shit, since I was born. Okay, since my young butt was been born. And it's sad to see people not hold fort for him. But here it is. Let you say something like for Vlad's space, for example. Let you say something about a rabbi, he'll go. He won't even mess with you.
Right.
And that's been shown before. So it's just messed up. Like I said, you see what's going on. Myself. So it's an uphill road that we in, man. It's an uphill road because think about it. Tupac, okay, it's kind of like our Elvis to a degree, right? So imagine that happening to Elvis, and somebody saying I did it, and then you pussyfooting around, and it's almost 30 years later. Almost 30 years later, then you get somebody with a hair up their ass that might have a political aspect, and now they want to come at it. But look at Emmett
Reopen
Till.
the case. Yeah.
Emmett Till's mother had to die, okay, knowing who did something to her son, who was the culprit, who started it all, okay, and then she wound up, dying an old death, okay, and then it comes to find out it was warrants that they were supposed to arrest her to at least fight the case, all right, so that the sheriff said, I'm not going to deal with that, okay, because he was being very biased. So these are things that, like I said, we definitely got. If I notice, I know they notice. So that's the crazy part. Tupac, although he was a hothead, like I said, if that's the case, you deal with it, with the law. You don't take it into, for people saying, oh, he deserved that, because he was running around, lived by the sun, died by the sword, that type of thing. But it's messed up. Just like even the situation with the dog, regardless, I don't care if he ran, stop. You deal with that in the courtroom. You don't take it out and be a vigilante and let a dog maul this guy. And this is not the first time I've heard about that. They used to do that for wreck in the 50s and the 60s, I've heard.
That's true.
Somebody old, that was a normality. They would roll up to your house with the dogs.
Yeah.
So, not to mention, you go down south. I've been down south, South Carolina. Shout out to South Carolina, North Carolina. They have a little fear with certain dogs. I ran into individuals that, and I believe that's from, it's things that we get in our DNA from our ancestors.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Just like water. I ran into some black people that are definitely scared of water. And, those are one of the things they would use. If we wasn't acting right, as they said, we ran away too many times, they would drown us. Drown our babies if it was unwanted, So these are things that, we definitely, are hurt individuals. So we all need help in some form or fashion. But yeah, it's sad what they did to Tupac, man. Sad he went out like that. Sad Biggie went out like that, with no real, how could you say it? No real get back, no real justice. And these are superstars.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is TBD's house in Vegas. Oh, they not playing. They're not playing.
Stop right there. Go ahead and put down your cigarettes, please.
They came out with a cigarette. That's how you do it. Yeah, you don't want to do that, man. I was in the no knock, man. Shoot, with Attica, we got that shootout freeze. Man, I came out with a soda can, right? I regret it because, man, all I had to do was give a shine. They would have blew me away, man.
Oh yeah, true that.
Oh yeah, I thought about it. No, I thought about it later though, because my thing was, I was like, man, I'm going to jail. I see it just happened. I seen this Pepsi. I cracked that soda, and I went out drinking that damn soda, man. And put the soda down. But yeah, I can have my head blown off. Yeah, you don't. When you got some type of police, you don't want to play because things can get real.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody know this Tupac thing been a big thing for many years. Really big thing.
Yeah.
So now that they opening this case back up, stuff like that, watch out for the distraction. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a political aspect. That's what it is. Trust me.
Why you
prosecutors looking? They got this. That's a juicy case. Think about it.
I know. That's
they
what
call
I'm
it a career maker.
It's a juicy case. It's a juicy case. So everybody be looking at to the right, and something else in the dark going on in the.
Oh yeah.
Just throwing that out there. I just got my tinfoil back.
No, yeah. I could tell. That was on nice and tight. nice and tight.
And you keep it like that because we need you.
yeah. Because y'all.
Yes, we do.
The laws that's been passed lately while they were showing us all this stuff about this what was that? The submerged people being on those sub.
Yep.
Other laws was being passed.
Yeah, that's true.
While we was looking at that.
Yep.
But sure, it's been a good show, but I got to go.
Yes.
You're a poet and don't know it.
Oh shit. Now, Free got a song with SB, man. What song you doing with SB? What's the name of that song?
Don't Kill My Vibe.
Don't Kill My Vibe.
Oh yeah, gonna drop that one.
That's gonna be the joint. Yeah, we gotta get that right, Freeze.
Hopefully next week.
We gotta get that right. You gotta stop playing games, man. But yeah, when it's Cypher, much love to everybody.
You know you're my thing. You know you're
my thing.
Yeah, you're my thing.
You know you.
Everyone be safe.
You know you.
Everybody.
We out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Could you be mine? Would you be mine for the moment? No mystery thing, cause we can hang and you know it. Could you be mine? Would you be mine for the moment? No mystery thing, cause we can hang. You my thing. 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 Treat you like that queen you are. You that star, like a fast car you whipping. Keep my mind stay tripping. Know you got it going on. Wiggy word bomb. If it's on, then it's on. You get it. I'm so with it. Done did it. Can I hit it like a home run? We on one. Put you through that test. See, we was made to be the best. So fresh, all winning. I love how you be living. No style can't come close to mine. You could get this all the time. Freaky as they come. I'm known to make her get numb. Get dumb. We get busy. You came flat but left frizzy. Ask Kizzy, ask Keisha, Pam, Tammy, and Delisha. Shh, but I don't kiss and tell. You know the whole deal. I wanna feel like you matter to me, babe. What that data be? Tell me what you really want. Don't hold back so we can get the whole vibration. Me and you make that perfect match. Come on. Could you be mine? Would you be mine for the moment? No mystery thing, cause we can hang and you know it. Could you be mine? Would you be mine for the moment? No mystery thing, cause we can hang. You my thing. 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 Hey cutie over there, yes you so beautiful, untouchable with the looks up in my book. The way you walk makes me hawk. Now can we talk? Jobs imperial, Arizona to New York. See we can hang, to trade slang before we bang. See my sexual flame, I mesmerize your brain. No games, hun. You wanna come and prove? Make that move, touch the groove. I love the tickle goosebumps, like them icicles rubbing the skin. Now we can start our own trend, baby doll friend. Once again, can I begin? New position, new missions, factual as I'm speaking and looking you eye to eye. Sugar with no disguise, unlimited rank. I pass up most dimes cause they stink. Living that fantasy, the truth that we plan to be the daily. Up in my ciphers a gift, cause them Jews be true. You got a friend, I got a crew. Love, the love. Could you be mine?